up. Let's make some noise. Toronto, let me hear everybody right now. Nice. Welcome to this beautiful Thursday evening at Yuck Yucks. We have a special show. It's going to be like a showcase style show, which means a lot of Yuck Yucks comedians all coming up in a row. We're recording it to give it to festival, so don't fucking talk. Don't put your phone out, no recording, no pictures. It's because it's annoying, not because you can't. And I don't think I could be a comedian and be up here for longer than 30 seconds without mentioning what the fuck is wrong with our mayor. Did you guys see the new video, how great it is? Isn't it so funny? He's killing people now. This guy's the man. I think, is anybody surprised? Is anybody happy? Yeah. See, there's mixed feelings. Some people are like angry, and some people are like, fuck mayor, we need him out of here. And some people are like, I don't know, I kind of like the crackhead mayor. You know, you're mixed. You're kind of like, I don't know, he's kind of crazy. He's kind of fun to watch, you know? What the hell are they going to do next? It's nice. I grew up in this city my whole life, and he's the best mayor we've ever had. And that's the worst part, you know? If he was shit, he'd be like, yeah, get him out of here. But he's all right. You're like, he's kind of entertaining. He's all right. You ever meet him in person? It always seems like he's kind of drunk. Ford, you all right? All right. I love this city. I love everybody's eating, drinking. What are you eating? Poutine. You know what's fucked up? I'm getting to that age. Okay, this is new for me because I'm young. Okay, I'm still in my early 20s. I'm 23 years old. Do you have anybody younger than me in here? A couple, 3 people, you all point at each other right now. We're like, oh, we're all younger. That's how you guys know you're younger than me. Anybody older is like, don't even say you're close to that guy's age. It's nice. I'm getting to that age now where food is fucking me up. Isn't that weird? You can't eat poutine. I can't eat poutine. I feel it for like 2 weeks. I can't shit right. You feel it. You feel like it's clogging you up. It's weird. Smoke a little crack to change that up. Do you have any crackheads in the audience? I grew up in the city my whole life. You know where I grew up? I grew up on Lansdowne Bloor. Anybody ever been to Lansdowne Bloor? Yeah. Trust me, I know lots about crackheads, man. It ain't no thing. You ever been to Lansdowne Bloor? You know what? The city's a beautiful city, but there's little things that are giveaways that you live in a shitty city. So, and you know what the big giveaway that you're in a shitty area? Coffee times. Excuse me. Listen. What the fuck? What the hell's happening? You ever been in a coffee time? It smells like B.O. and there's nobody in there. Where's the smell coming from? You ever been dared to go into coffee time? It's like 2 in the morning, someone's like, yo, I gotta take a shit. You're like, yo, I dare you to go in that coffee time. It's the best adventure you'll be on. You walk in, the little lady doesn't even say nothing, just looks at you, points at the washroom. How do you know? It's 2 in the morning, nobody shit, everybody buy coffee. Oh wait, I fucked up. I'm all pumped about this crack stuff. What do you guys think is gonna happen before? Do you think he's gonna get arrested on live television? Wouldn't that be great? Come on. Don't say no. What the fuck is the last exciting thing that happened in Toronto, huh? We need this. In 10 years from now, we'll all laugh and be like, remember Mayor Ford? What the fuck? Mayor Ford's gonna be like a girl that we fucked and regretted. Okay? Or a girl. For girls, it's gonna be a guy that you fucked and you regretted. And it all happens. We've all had sex with somebody where like a few weeks later, you're like, I don't even want anybody to know about that. Ford's gonna be like that. I love the city of Toronto because Toronto's so much fun too. Toronto's such an open city. You can do whatever you want. That's why nobody's even really that angry. Because Toronto, we're full of open-minded people, man. We have giant gay parades. We have giant parades for marijuana. I'm sure we have marijuana smokers in here. Make some noise if you smoked a little marijuana in your life. Let me hear you right now. Is anybody truly against marijuana anymore? Is anybody in here against marijuana? No, I got your answer. No. Speaking for everybody. How the fuck could you be against marijuana, you know? Especially in Toronto, everybody smokes weed in the city. I host a show in Toronto at Vapor Central. Has anybody here ever been in one of our vapor lounges that we have in this great city? If you don't know what a vapor lounge is, it's like a lounge. It's like, imagine everybody in here is watching comedy, but you're smoking weed too. You know what the best part is? You think everybody be laughing, but it ain't shit. Everybody watches comedy and just sits there and goes, hey, that was alright. It's like they're watching at home on TV, there's no pressure to laugh. And I've grown up in the city my whole life, and I love it because we have so much culture. I mean, I grew up with immigrant parents. Make some noise if you have immigrant parents growing up. Let me hear it right now. Good. Make some noise if you have Canadian parents growing up. Let me hear it right now. You guys don't sound as happy as the other people. It's because people with immigrant parents we have a weird upbringing, don't we? I mean, our parents don't know all the rules, and I grew up on Lansdowne and Bloor. Okay, do you know how it was? Do you know how a little Portuguese mom explains crackheads to you when you're a kid? She doesn't know what the fucking crackhead is, so she sees it, she's trying to explain it how she sees it. You're never gonna see an immigrant mom explain a crackhead and be like,
Mikey, you see that guy? He smoked crack, and then screw with the brain, and that's why he walked like that.
When I was a kid, my mom would always find these weird ways to explain things to me. She would always use religion. Even when she seen crackhead, she would use religion. I remember one time we seen a crackhead move across the street without moving his legs. And it was hilarious. You ever seen like a cell phone vibrate across the table like that? And I remember looking at my mom, I go, Mom, how's he doing that? My mom didn't know. She goes,
He don't like Jesus. That's why. That's why he's crazy.
Even when I come home high, as like a teenager, she'd always see me, she'd always try to guilt me by using God, and it was great. She'd come up, she'd go,
Look, Mikey, look at your eyes. They're red like the devil, and never come home like this. I don't like it, and God don't like it.
I'd be high, and I'd always go, God loves it.
She goes, you can't say that.
And I go, yeah, think about it, Mom. God made plants.
Yeah.
Weed is a plant.
Yeah.
God made wheat.
Yeah, no. No. That's not like that.
No, what is it?
Mikey.
What?
Fuck you. Take you so small.
And I love my mom. I love my mom a lot. So when I got started in comedy, I was 18 years old when I started doing comedy. And in my first month of doing comedy, literally my mom got diagnosed with breast cancer. It was insane. But what it turned into was like a motivation for me to kind of, push and be as funny as I could, as fast as I could, just in case. And it was great. My mom's a survivor, which is nice, thank God. And that was kind of scary, man. I liked it, It sounded like a dog coughing. The dog's coughing, man. And it's okay. And I don't know if you've ever had someone in your family go through chemotherapy, which is, insane. Chemotherapy is insane because it plays with your body. And there would be days where she would be really hungry, but she's not hungry. In her head, she's hungry, because it takes away your appetite. So she'd come up to me, she'd go, Mikey, I'm very hungry today, but I'm not hungry, but in my head, I don't eat for 2 days, I'm starving. I don't know what I'm going to do. And I didn't know what I was going to do either. And then I remember that there was a great article in the Globe and Mail about how medical marijuana was making people going through chemo have their appetite back. So I changed the article into Portuguese and I gave it to my mom. And I swear she sat down and I go, just read this. It might change your mind. And she goes, read it. And I go, read it. She sat there for like 30 minutes and at the end she goes, hey, this is for real? I go, yeah. She goes, how are they going to give everybody the drugs? I go, you don't have to smoke it, Mom. I wouldn't even want my mom to smoke. It would be weird to see a 50-year-old lady who's never smoked weed in her life. Let me talk. I'm done. I told you not to heave. I don't know what to heave. She goes, how are you going to take the dogs? And I go, you can turn it into like an oil and put it in your pudding and eat the pudding. She looked at me, she goes, I think I'm going to do drugs. And that would have been great. Can you guys imagine a little Portuguese lady high on drugs? Just weed. I just want to see her high on weed, see what would happen. Give her a cookie, come back 20 minutes later. Ma, you okay? I never feel like this. What do you want to do? I want to clean the house, but I don't want to move. So fucked up. Are you hungry? I'm starving. What do you want to eat? Chicken. What kind? Chocolate chicken. I love this city because of that, man. Even if you're not Portuguese, you've met someone who's Portuguese, and you know a little Italian person who's like a Portuguese person. And all of us, if you have immigrant parents, if you've ever met immigrant parents, immigrant fathers are kind of insane too. Immigrant fathers are nice on the outside, but they're insane on the inside. Every immigrant father you know will see someone that goes, they'll be like, hey, Carlos, nice to see, come inside. And as soon as that guy leaves, like, I hate that fucking guy. I love my dad. And my dad is one of these people, he's one of, make some noise if you got hit as a kid. Make some noise if you got hit as a kid. Let me hear it right now. Make some noise if you get hit as a kid. If you didn't get hit as a kid, you fucked up. You didn't do enough fucked up shit. Every parent has a breaking point where they're like, listen, Kyle, shut the fuck up. And my dad used to say, I don't give a fuck. This shit's funny. Because you ever see kids who don't get hit? You ever in a mall, you see a kid who doesn't get hit by his parents? What's your first thought? You're like, man, I'd fucking love to hit that kid. Just see him running around being fucking piece of shit. Yeah, just pop out of the clothes. Pop. My dad hit me one time, and it was great, because I got suspended in elementary school when I was in grade 3 for calling a kid gay. And I hated this kid. I hate the name Herman as it was, and I hated Herman. Even to this day, I hate the name Herman. Herman. Think of fucking side. I didn't like the name, and I didn't like the kid, and I was in grade 3, whatever. We got into like a little argument in the middle of class, and I called him gay, and he started crying. So I called him gay again. Classic shit. What are you, gay? I'm not fucking gay. Like, no, look, you're crying. You are gay. And the teacher goes, you can't do that, Mr. Rita. And I got suspended for it. And my father, immigrant parents are like this. He wasn't mad that I got suspended. He was mad that he had to come pick me up from work. Okay? He had to leave. And when he brought me home, it was insane because he hit me in a way that no one's ever hit me. He sat me down and he goes, tell me, Mikey, tell me what you do today at school. Oh, why'd they send you home? And I couldn't get anything out. I go, I called the kid gay, and he started crying, so I called him gay again. And he goes, you think it's funny to make fun of the gay boy? Huh? And in my head, I went, that's not how you're supposed to say that. And he goes, you think it's funny? And right as I was about to say no, he hits me in the throat, and I started crying, and he goes, look, you crying? Who's gay now, Mikey? Who's gay now? Oh man, you guys are fun. You guys ready to get your show going? We have a bunch of, like I said, a showcase show, so it's a bunch of great comics. Don't talk, if you have to talk on your cell phone, please step out. And other than that, we're going to have a great night tonight. Your first comic of the evening, a very talented dude. Anytime I get to work with this guy, I'm always happy to watch him. And your first comic of the evening, give it up for the very funny Mr. Ian Pete, everyone. Make some noise, let him hear it.